also would like sight for my token.
Certainly. Best. Okay. And now we can get started. To remind everyone, you had just solved the puzzle of the mirror by identifying it and finding out its command words, and finding a couple of people who were promised to help you with your goals. So we can pick up from there.
All right, so I believe we know the name of the champion here, but what about this other guy?
My name is Sharata Saran. I was adventuring with people very similar to you. I don't even know how long ago, since time is apparently not a concept in there. And well, we got trapped, and you freed me. Thank you. Now, I'm assuming that you're here to raid the tomb, yes?
So to speak, and then I'll fill him in on everything that he should know for this adventure.
The
The
catch-all words.
Yes.
I do the thing. I see.
So, you said you told him everything. He now knows about all of your fuck-ups.
Needed to know. I said needed to know. He does not need to know those things. I didn't tell him everything about our adventure. I told him everything he needs to know.
And we need to know about the ways in which you.
No,
you
that's that is not on a need to know basis.
And this Graham Dram, you say, he sounds like an extremely charming goblin.
Let's venture onwards. How about that?
Certainly. Where do you wish to go? To
All
remind
right.
you, you had a hallway ending with some type of door with no handle or any discernible way to open it, with a man painted on it holding his hand out.
Yeah.
And then a hallway with the two snake heads, and also a stairway down leading to a treasure chest, and a tunnel past the 4 gargoyles with the various sets of coin sockets.
Okay, right. So over here, there was the door with the no discernible way to open it, but a hand outward, like
it's like a man is
on?
painted on it, and he is holding out his right hand. I can give you the full description in just a second.
Also, one other thing. The orcs' weapons. Is anyone using them?
I think someone was using the flame tongue as a torch, from what I understood.
Nah, I just had it as a precaution. But I also warned him. I have the angry mace.
The short one
Funky
told
mace.
me that the mace is
but
rife with an evil spirit.
And does my spirit seem to have any kind of grudge against that one?
I don't believe so. Let me check the two real quick. So you had in you...
Ijin.
Right, you got the new one. You let it in. No.
Okay.
They have... You can recall that that's the one that is, Is that the one... Oh, is that the one I think it is? The, I forget which one it was in.
The jackalope thing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. With the... You have the item, actually. It's the one that lets you attune to an extra magic item, which I think was the staff? I'm trying to recall which...
No, the staff was the one that was sticks to snakes.
Yeah, no, the one that let you...
It was a ring that let you attune to more items, I think.
Yeah,
it
was a
that's
ring,
right,
and
yes.
I still have that.
Well, they don't know you have it, so they're not going to call for bloodbath.
Mm-hmm.
But... Anyways... Wish to do. Oh, the full description is an image of a gaunt male humanoid wearing a hooded cloak, its face a mask of stars, and its withered left hand is raised with palm extended.
Well, who wants to be the one to give it a high five?
What is this high five of which you speak?
I'm looking at the warning from this floor, and none of it really seems to correlate with this. Or I don't know, do we want to check out the snakes or the chest to the north?
find the Iron Serpent's twin. An Iron Scepter's twin, sorry.
Yeah.
The maze holds the key. There might be a maze here that might open the chest. The mirror holds 12. We already dealt with that one. The army sleeps in silence. And yeah, I don't think any of this really pertains to a door with no handle. So we might want to check the other ones first.
Yeah, at the very least, we can explore through those, and what we can do is if we figure out how they correlate to the others, do process of elimination, all that. So there was the snakes over here, and then to the north were those stairs leading to the chest.
Yes, those stairs are going down.
Right. The chest itself didn't detect as magic, but
there was something inside,
chest,
yes.
there was something illusion magic oriented. Now, I'm gonna. Do we want to?
What do these snakes look to be made out of?
They are made out of stone.
Okay.
Or bronze, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Similar, right?
I
Yeah,
mean, they're both earth.
They're both hard.
You can see some words inscribed on the lintel above the door, but you can't make them out from where you are. You have to get closer.
All right, I'll
Whoops.
move
I
up
fixed my
to here.
languages.
Am I able to make it out?
At that point, sure. Warm like flame, cold for the cruel, still for the dead, gruel for the ghoul.
Okay, one more time.
Warm like flame, cold for the cruel, still for the dead, gruel for the ghoul.
Is that written down, or do we have to write it down?
You'll have to write it down. There's no handout, unfortunately.
Okay.
All
right.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so
Sorry, one more
there
time?
there was fire, cold, and then what were the last two?
Still for the dead, gruel for the ghoul. You're right, it's the
Okay.
elements. Fire, cold, death, and food.
Yeah, no, but here's
Death
what
and more
here's
death.
what I'm getting at. Death to fire, dine or drown. Maybe it pertains to that.
Death,
in
fire,
some way.
dying to drown, gruel being a food, and ice. That would be more pertaining to water, wouldn't it?
No, what I'm getting at is ice is the odd man out. So maybe we have to do something to the snakes that would freeze them or what have you.
Do we have anything that really does that, though?
Cause something to happen. I don't know. I'm just going off of like guessing here. But I'm guessing if we do anything related to fire, food, or I guess no, it was cool for the cruel, gruel for the ghoul, and
still
then
for the dead.
Heat for the flame. It was still for the dead. So maybe we have to do whatever that means. I mean,
heat for the flame. What was the other line? Heat for the flame.
Cold.
Warm like flame, not heat for the flame.
Oh.
Kind
so
of
it's
different.
Guys,
warm
so
like
it's,
flame.
Yeah, warm like flame, cool for the cruel for cool. Pretty much ice for cruelty.
Mm-hmm.
Then still like the grave, and gruel for the ghoul.
I don't know, but
You also know that there are snake heads made out of bronze.
Yeah.
Oh, they're made out of bronze. I thought they were made out of stone.
I said no,
bronze,
they're stone. Or bronze. You tricked me.
You were trying to mess me up on purpose. So I have ways to do necrotic, fire, and ice. I don't know so much about the food one.
I'd like to inspect the snake heads further.
Certainly. When you get closer, you can
How close?
smell.
Well, yeah, he has to
like
get
next to
closer
them. Yeah.
first.
All right, I'll go up
That's
to this
fine.
one.
The stench of rotting flesh wafts from both of them, but as you examine them closer, there's dried blood in each mouth and tiny tubes at the back of its neck. So, anything you would put in could flow through the statues to somewhere.
There appear to be pipes. Obviously, the basilisk must be traveling through them.
That's one tiny basilisk. It's like half an inch wide.
Yeah.
I think at that point we just call it a snake. But no. And I relay this information to the party so that we're
Okay.
And you
all on the
say that there's a
same
scent
page.
of death as well?
Yes, like rotting flesh.
Why do I get the sinking suspicion that if we open this door, there are going to be ghouls there?
Well, what we could do
What if we
is
feed
go
them
down the
gruel?
stairs and see if there's a way around.
That could be a possibility. Might be the best option at the moment.
All right.
We don't have enough information about this.
Are we able to get around the chest, judging by the hallway, or? Oh, wait. You know what? I'll when I get to the chest, I'll use my Spider-Man abilities basically to use the wall without getting into contact with the chest. And
Certainly.
go around it. Then I'll step forward.
How high is the chest?
It's ground level.
I know, but how tall is the chest? Like, is it tall enough?
It's
for
a
us to
30-foot chest.
Yep.
Is it tall enough for us to just walk over if our legs permit it?
All right, so you're just gonna step forward into the light. Also,
So
for some reason, is this happening for anyone else? I'm seeing Avdol kind of transparent.
I'm not.
You might be on the GM level.
No, I'm
maybe?
on objects and tokens, and I can select him. He's just
He's fine to
showing
me.
up as.
Yep, it looks good on my end.
1 second, rebuffering. No, he came out as transparent for me there too.
Weird.
Very strange. I mean, it's not gonna be an issue, really, but especially if you all are seeing it just fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try one thing real quick. Sorry, Jordan.
Ah.
The light has devoured you. Game over.
No, this
Also,
didn't do anything either.
as Avdol goes on ahead, I'm going to kind of pull our new friend aside and warn him, look, this guy doesn't make the best decisions. We've had, like, what, 2 deaths since I've came in here?
Well, anyways, as you step to there, you feel the ground underneath you start falling away. Give me a dexterity saving throw, Avdol.
No, that feel with no more +3.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair, huh?
13.
Nope, you will not be able to, and you will fall.
Spider-Man powers to just cling to a wall as I fall down?
That would be under the dex save, I would say. But
yeah, like
you're going to.
You're leaping away.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not leaping away. Like, even if I fall into the pit, I could just grab against the wall as I fall.
You can do so once you hit the bottom, but
that's
the dex is under, like, that's like saying, oh, I failed this check to react. Let me succeed.
Right. No, it's the difference between falling in and not falling in. I'm falling in, but anyways, it's your call, so.
You're not having an action yet to move.
Okay.
Anyways, so you fall in and you see the walls are, it is a 10-foot deep pit. The walls are lined with thick glass, and there is a green substance that roils and bubbles at the bottom. And as you impact, you start feeling horrible burning.
Oh no.
Also, not to detract from the tension of the situation, but could I have my name, please?
56 acid damage.
Oh my god.
You are unconscious, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
And you just hear a splash and a horrible gurgling. So we're in initiatives because.
Yeah, this is a situation. 18.
I'm gonna put Avdol at the bottom. You all get to react to what just happened, but.
12.
10. I forgot about that. 10. You have your 23.
Yes, very high.
Extremely.
Initiatives. All right, Charat, you're up first.
All right. So. Again, I ask again, what is the height of the chest so that I know if I can walk?
You can step over it. Like, it's not really in your way.
Okay. And okay, so I'm going to go. Do I have enough movement to even get close enough? No. Can I?
Technically, this person would be in the back. Like they're not going to be bleeding.
I am just
even
30
with
feet.
that.
Yeah.
I am just 30 feet away from the chest. So I guess I'll take a double move just to dash over and look down.
All right, you see him bobbing up and down in a green liquid that is quickly eating away at him.
This is solid ground, right?
Yes, it is. It's the dotted lines. You probably can't see it.
I actually can.
Now you can, yeah.
Well, actually, I could have. Regardless. Okay. So in that case, and it's not even difficult terrain. I can just walk over it, right?
Yes.
Okay. I don't really have. All I have is a rope. Oh, I have it. I don't want to have to do this.
Hmm.
But I mean, a life's a life.
Are you gonna jump in and heal him?
No, you're half right. I'm going to use. Okay. Let's see. I know he's down, but okay. Fuck it. I'm just gonna go for it. I hate myself so much. I'm gonna use an action surge.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna use my radiant soul to get a fly speed for 1 minute.
Sure.
I'm gonna dive in and try and pull him out.
Certainly.
Oh my god.
How much is the fly speed, if you don't mind me asking?
30 feet.
30 feet, so you can use the rest. Yeah, you can grab him and pull him out. Let me think how much you use. So you went 35, 40, 50 down. You're hovering above the pit 10 feet, and you can step back like onto this area.
Yeah.
So he is dying, but he's not in the acid anymore.
Right.
Thank you.
All right. Next is going to be this champion. They're going to be like, what happened over here? By the Empress.
Hey guys, what's going on in this tomb?
12 to stabilize, which I believe succeeds, actually.
I forget if it does.
I know a healer's kit just stabilizes you automatically. I think it's a DC 10 otherwise. Why do I have 2 Zygas? And 2 Seraths.
Just,
well.
Hey buddy, this guy doesn't make the best of decisions, just to let you know. Ah! What just happened? Oh!
I'm going. Okay, well, hang on. Let's resolve this first, and then I'm going to have some words for Abdul.
Certainly. So he's stabilized, and now we're up to Zyga if you want to do anything, or you just want to pass to the healers.
Yeah, I can't really do much in this situation.
Quote unquote healer.
I'm just gonna step out of Serath's way.
Okay. And now, Serath, you are up.
Okay, 5. Then can I round the corner in 5, or do I have to go?
You have to go around for corners.
That's just for movement, so 15. How far away can I see Abdul at this point?
Yes.
I'm gonna hit him with a Cure Wounds from here.
Oh, you can do it. You can do that from range.
120 feet.
Hot
wow,
damn.
that's pretty good.
No, that's Guiding Bolt.
Oh,
I'm gonna hit him with a Guiding Bolt.
Fire!
Zow.
Alright, I'm gonna hit you with a heal, Abdul.
Hey, it gives the heal advantage.
It's cauterizing.
Well,
Cauterizing the acid.
Good. Kill him. Kill him now.
well, seeing as I can't reach him with any healing spells.
Do you not
gonna
have
take one.
what's it called?
Healing word or anything?
God, there's 3 types. Cure Wounds is the action melee D8. Then there's a ranged action
Well, I have a
D6.
healing word.
And then
Yeah, it's healing word.
Yeah.
Well, I have a healing word, but it's mass healing word, and that's a 3rd level spell.
Yeah, that's probably not the best to use right now. Okay, well, regardless, we're out of initiative because he's been stabilized, so the champion's going to back up. I'm assuming you guys are going to back up too.
Let me double check one thing real fast. Okay, yeah.
Apparently, you getting hit by that turned you not transparent, Abdul. The acid melted away the transparency. You know what it was? I think it's because you were on the pit trap under the GM token.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Alright,
this thing is pretty, like, well detailed. You think it would have had a better pit trap than a fucking dotted line.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not even underneath it. Oh well.
Anyway, so I'll drag Avdol back over the pit and just back over to the party. And presumably enough things will happen that my 1 minute will burn and I'll have burned up the Radiant Soul.
Yeah, you might be able to. Well, Avdol's probably going to ask for a short rest or something, but we'll see what happens when he's conscious.
Well, it comes back on a long rest anyway, so it's not like that's not relevant.
Well, you might be able to get back to exploring before a minute passes, but that seems kind of unlikely. But go ahead and do your healing and whatnot.
I'm not a paladin anymore, so all I can do.
Talking in general.
Okay. All right, so he's on the ground. You know what? Hell, I've burned my dailies on the first 5 minutes of this campaign. I'll hit him with a healing hands, giving him 10 health.
Certainly.
And this is why I wanted a short rest before. But thank you.
What happened to your character, Will? It lost all its info.
Oh shoot! Really?
I just filled it in
because
I
weird.
was.
Okay, yeah. Now I see all his bars.
Mm-hmm. Let me do that for everyone real quick, but you guys keep going with all that. Go ahead.
Okay. But yeah, I was already out of spells, so you're right. I do want a short rest. At the very least, I don't think I'm going to go into that room anymore until I'm at a safer level of health.
That did not seem very fun. How are your equipments doing after being dunked in acid? The champion asks.
I inspect, try to shake off whatever acid, I guess.
Oh, next to everyone?
Well, I would
like a dog.
Then try to remove it best I can.
No, your equipment won't be damaged.
Okay,
you're fine on that.
Don't you know? Steel poison attacks don't affect steel types. Pokemon. Does someone know how to make cricket noises?
What all do you want to do?
Well, Avdol seems to be in a very, very painful situation.
Yep.
Would you like to rest?
I would.
I mean,
especially since I'm out of spells and low on health.
The main issue is we don't really know anywhere down here to rest. We'd have to go back upstairs. And that problem also means that one person might have to be lookout because it only holds 4 people.
That's true.
The champion is willing to, guard you while you sleep if you trust them.
We also have to warn them that some guy named Withers is after Avdol for some reason.
He's after all of us. You don't remember the wall of fire? Oh, wait, no, you don't.
No, you are the only person who was aware of that.
I'm the only one that remembers Withers. Withers is after me. It's probably after you too, though. But
the champion will volunteer. They've done guard duty in the past. They're willing to guard you, but you must continue your adventures soon.
Absolutely. I actually wouldn't mind taking the short rest, just so I guess because I get my action surge back.
So are you gonna short rest or long rest?
I don't know. It's up to them. I'm good with whatever.
Well, a short rest will allow me to use my 3 remaining hit die and give me my spells back. So, I mean, that'll put me at least up somewhat more than I am now.
Just to remind everyone, if you full rest, Sereth will have access to another 5th level spell, which will probably be used instantly to give him, 35-ish max HP?
Yeah, like all of my death
That's
HP.
True.
Wait, I thought...
We used the lesser resto on you.
Oh, right, that, yeah.
Or greater resto.
No,
yeah, he got punched in the face by a clay golem, and it hit him so hard his max HP got hit.
Wait, did we? No, we didn't long rest in the last session, did we?
I think you did at the start.
We started.
There was
so we could have
long
a
rest,
restoration.
and then the 5th slot got used to bring me back from being petrified.
And you had to
So
mend
if we
him.
want to do a long rest, I'm totally good with that. Because that means more health for me.
Really, I'm okay with it, at this point, because these things are getting pretty dangerous, and as long as you keep it to, 1 long rest a session. So just keep that in mind. And if you want to, if you somehow manage to go a session without long resting, you can either use it at the end or bank it.
Ooh, so that we can have 2 long rests back to back.
But yeah, so where do we want to rest? Do we want to rest in that little cubby hole we had, or do we want to try where the mirror used to be?
I know very little about
The
this too, but
if you explain how the mirror works, the champion Lucanu will say that seems like a bad idea, as if there is someone after you, he most likely knows how it works, and it sounds like it is activated by words alone. He could just shout it in the hallway and activate the mirror and potentially catch all of you unawares.
Wait, I thought that you had to be 5 feet to it to talk or to do the activations.
No, that was just for identifying. You had to touch it.
Yeah. I guess it would be a rude awakening to wake up seeing the mirror and then being sucked in. So, yeah, not that hallway.
you said something about a tunnel.
Yeah. The only problem is that the little cubby hole we have there holds 4 people.
You have wizards and magic users. Does no one have any type of assistance spell? I do not know how the magic arts work, but I know that you can create some type of safe area.
Unfortunately, I don't know.
I do.
what's it
It
called?
takes 24 hours to cast.
Oh my
Really?
God.
To
Yes,
cast.
Sanctuary is a 24-hour ritual.
Oh, no, I was thinking of like, what's his name's magical hut?
Tiny
Paper
Hut
Pathfinder,
unfortunately doesn't.
Is
make
there a
the place
different
safe.
or is it called something else? Because
Well,
Sanctuary is a.
Hallow.
Oh, okay, Sanctuary is a first
Casting
level
time
spell.
24 hours.
No, the one we're thinking of is
Tiny
Magnificent Mansion.
Mm-hmm.
Tiny Hut doesn't actually provide any kind of.
Doesn't it make you invisible or something? Like it's harder
It's,
to find you.
I've got it right here. It's a 10-foot radius, immobile dome of force. Springs
That's
into
Hallow, by the way.
existence. The spell ends if you leave its area. Creatures and objects within the dome, when you cast a spell, can move through it freely. All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it. The atmosphere inside the space is comfortable and dry.
So
yeah.
really,
the
it's
dome
a
is, the dome
force
is
camp.
opaque from the outside of any color you choose.
It's a
But
force
it's
tent.
transparent from the inside.
However, if something finds you, they'll know that there's, a dome they can't go inside, and if they can identify it, they're no. Although, you have to be inside to use it though, so you can't wait.
We can see outside.
Is it ritual
they can't
cast
see
or?
inside.
Because I'm looking at the
Yeah,
book.
it's looks like it's a casting time. Yeah, it is a ritual, so you can cast it as a ritual.
Okay, because it just says Tiny Hut, level 3 evocation, in parentheses, yes.
Yeah, the yes is for ritual. I've got it up on.
I wish it
somewhere.
would, clarify that, not just
Right?
you need to yes. But
Yeah, the one you're thinking of is Magnificent Mansion, which is a 7th level spell.
But
Also,
yeah,
I don't
Leoman's
think
Tiny
I would-
Hut isn't actually available to warlocks. It's bards, wizards, arcane trickster, rogues, and eldritch knights.
Also, unless you specified it, Will, I wouldn't be able to enter that space, the hallowed space, because
No, you can choose.
Celestial.
You
Yeah,
can choose.
you could. Yeah, unless you say, Celestials, Elementals, Fays, Fiends, and Undead can't, but you can specify a creature type to allow in.
are you really consider? I thought it was like Pathfinder, where it was like you're considered a humanoid, but you have the.
Let me look at that, because they make a big deal about the whole being a celestial business. So, because they give me the ability to turn into an angel for a minute just because.
Well, that's because Aasimar are like. Oh, you have to look it up in Volo. They reprinted it on top of the.
Well, I got whatever was on
Yep.
5e.
Which type are you? Are you fallen,
Protector.
Protector? Celestial resistance, healing hands, alignment, age, light bearer. No,
There we are.
Languages, radiant soul, which is something at 3rd level.
Yeah.
Nothing about counting as
Okay.
Subrace,
So
here we
it's-
go.
it's-
Oh, wait. Alignment, neutral.
This is also totally
Oh,
irrelevant
info.
because this is also completely irrelevant because I don't think
Yeah,
I don't think
it's
we're
not
gonna be casting
important.
Hallow.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so you guys are gonna full rest. That's fine. You'll be fine. Nothing will encounter you.
Neat.
Cool.
I'll use a greater restoration on myself.
Certainly. So you'll gain all your hit points back. Hopefully you have the...
I do.
Okay, good.
67.
And we get half our hit die back, right?
Yes.
And for 9, that's 5 or 4?
I think hit die round up. Let's just say
Okay.
up for now. Just keep
Gotcha.
throw you a bone. Otherwise, when you rest at level 1, you don't ever get a hit die back.
Right, yeah.
Maybe that's why you get to level 2 so quickly.
Yeah.
You get
Well, you
one
could
hit
argue
die.
that it's half, minimum 1, you know?
That's true.
So-
It might say that actually too, but let's not get into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're not bog it down with that. All right, so
Now we're back here.
Now that I am aware of the hole, what I can do is I'll come up, do my thing again, going around the chest, stand here and wait for the others to follow me at the very least, in case something else happens. They can be close by.
Quick question. Do we only see the part of the pit where Jordan collapsed?
No,
or
the
do
whole
we-
thing fell out.
The
so
whole
there's
thing
the
collapsed. Okay, got it. So
everything
so
on the
we have
dotted line is the pit. Also,
Is
there
the
is
pit.
a rank sulfuric odor emerging from the pit.
If I poke my head around, is there like anything on the walls, like a fresco or something?
In front of you, the only place you can see,
Okay.
4 marble columns support the ceiling of this grand tomb. Twin staircases ascend to an upper gallery. Do you see the back end? I don't know how far
Yeah,
you can...
I can
okay.
see like
Ooh.
this sort of rectangle here.
Okay, yes. A carving in the form of a giant maze adorns the wall. On the floor of the tomb stands an opaque crystal sarcophagus that is constantly changing color. Can't see too much else besides that.
The maze probably has a key to this chest. So what I'm gonna do is, well, first I'll wait for.
Well, if you inspect it, the chest isn't locked.
Oh.
The chest right behind him?
Yes.
Oh, what? We were going on about this thing being locked or something.
No, you just detected magic and you thought there might have been something off about it, but
What magic did we detect on it?
It's illusion magic within the chest.
Okay. I'm gonna tell what's his name to stand back.
The name's right there, man.
Yeah, it was covered by me. A bit farther back, maybe away from this pillar of line, just
Very
because some magics do tend to explode and
Wait,
put
Zyga,
lower
what are
lines.
you going to do? And what I'll do? Oh, okay.
No, I'm just gonna push.
Ah!
No, I'm gonna inspect the chest to make sure that there's no like obvious traps or anything. First,
certainly.
so that would be a perception.
Sure.
9.
The 9, you can't tell of any.
Well,
I'm gonna
That's
go
a
ahead and
thing.
try and have a look from my end. That would be a 8.
all right. Well, I don't seem to see any kind of a trap, so I'll try to see if I can open it.
It will swing open, and you will hear a click as it does so. And behind you, at the top of the stairs, a 5-foot stone ball falls down and starts rolling down the stairway.
Okay.
Give me a dexterity acrobatics check, both of you.
God damn it. 12. I use inspiration.
12, sure.
16.
16. Okay,
He's not-
so you are able to leap.
Oh wait, Zyga hasn't made an.
Zyga has not. So your options are you can either. So this is kind of an interesting thing. You can either let it hit you and roll over you. You can try and run away from it, which you now realize would be a terrible idea because pit.
I have
or
spider
you
power.
jump
I
over
can
over
crawl
it.
on walls
but,
and ceilings. I could just.
The
run
acrobatics is to
upwards
see
or
if
around
you
the
can
corner.
jump in time.
Can I make an action?
No, there's not enough time.
Is there enough time for me to move up the wall, or how high is this boulder?
It's 5 feet tall.
Oh, well then, yeah, I'll run up the wall then. Unless the bottom of the stairs here is a 5x5 hole.
It is not.
Okay, then yeah, I'll run upwards.
Okay.
So I wouldn't be able to do a bonus action either, would I?
No, there's not enough time for that. Really, unless you have something that you can do quickly like that in the small amount of time, you either have
Misty Step?
Tough one. Give me a perception as you were opening it to see if how much time you had. If you can pass this, I'll give you the Misty Step.
18.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. You can Misty Step in time.
Alright, I'll move over to here.
Would you have sight of it? The ball, I think, would be blocking that direction.
And
keep in mind, it also is an upward staircase, so you wouldn't even be able to see the top of this anyways.
I mean, I could theoretically also go 30 feet up. Assuming that it's moving in the same speed that I'm moving, I would still have enough movement to have it dodge it.
I'd say you could do that, but you just take 20 feet
slow fall
damage. That's true.
Zyga will use fly. Zyga went up in the air.
So, do you want to do that? That will
Yep.
work. Okay, so it will roll down and fall into the pit and smash against the glass, breaking it.
I'm guessing the chest is also destroyed?
Yeah. Yes, the chest is completely flattened and pulverized.
Can I spend a ritual to
inside.
Detect magic?
There's still magic within the shard fragments. Still illusion.
So I'm going to carefully sift through it to see if I can find anything.
Do you have gloves?
I mean, I have the ability to have armor for gloves, but
I'm just wondering if you get a splinter. But no, you'll find something that you cannot see, but you can feel, and if you feel it out, it is in the shape of a key.
An invisible key.
Maybe it goes to an invisible door.
I'm really confused because the maze has the key, but this is a key.
Maybe there's more than one key. There's more than one door.
Well, regardless, we have a key that we have no clue where to put it.
We could try putting it in the maze.
Do you have dark vision, Zyga? Or are you just... Okay. Yeah, you see the chest shifting, and you're going to hear a voice saying, ooh, open it when it's gold. That'll be great.
Open what when it's gold?
The shifting sarcophagus that is shifting through rainbow colors.
Is that the thing in here?
Yes.
Okay. And it's just going through like a rainbow and then
It's just kind of, yeah, like it has a chromatic color arrangement. So you would be able to find out what it also doesn't, like, it's not like a roulette. It's every few seconds it shifts.
It's sequential.
Yeah.
All right. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to use my wall walking to go around the corner. I'm going to stick to the walls here because I'm afraid of the floor falling in again.
As you're passing over the walls, they're all decorated pretty much along these two walls and the other side with murals of minotaurs and mazes.
Okay. Oh, as I was making my way around the pit, was I able to look into it? See, because I know it was glass originally. So is there like a floor beneath? Or...
It was the walls that shattered, and now the ball is just melting away in the acid, which is eating away at the rock.
Okay.
And it looks like it was almost impossible to climb out before, and now it's even more impossible as the walls are shards of glass rather than slick glass. So if you were chased by the boulder,
behind the glass,
been...
it's just more wall.
Yes.
Okay.
I like how we triggered that trap in reverse order.
Yeah. But all right. So going along the walls, I'll wait for other people to.
Did anyone have the Kubazan?
I do. I have Kubazan.
Okay.
Is Kubazan going to ask me something?
Not yet, but
okay.
Spoilers.
And I'll call the others in.
So that's the rainbow chest, I imagine.
Yes.
Yep.
Sarcophagus.
Wonderful.
I would be able to make that
Is
jump,
this the
wouldn't
pit?
I?
This dotted line?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the pit.
That 6 squares are the pit.
I'm gonna put on my slippers and navigate around the wall over to here.
Certainly.
If I like move all the shattered remains of this chest off, could I get a jump to the other side
Yeah,
without
that's
any
fine.
issue? Okay.
I'll give you some room. Okay, you're gonna.
He has
All
good
right.
strength and a ring of jumping. He's
Oh no,
fine.
I have terrible strength, but that ring of jumping helps me.
All right.
It's-
Well,
What's your strength score right now? Like 10?
It's an 8, so
Eight,
I have
so
just enough
doubles
to
to
make it
16.
15.
That's
Yeah.
true, huh? But you're fine.
all right, and then do I have to make a save to jump, or can I get a running start and just and leave
What's your
it?
strength?
15.
15? Yeah, you can jump up to 30 feet on a running jump.
Boing.
Oh wait, no, jumping
Jumping-
jump gets you 3 times instead of 2.
Okay, that's what it was. Right. Oh, right, you're right. I didn't even factor in the ring of jumping. Yeah, you can get
Also, our champion friend probably wants to come along.
That is true. They do.
All right.
I'm assuming they have it. Oh, yeah. She'll do the same thing and jump 40 feet across.
Wow.
Boing.
Okay. So I'll gingerly step back onto the ground, and once
Hey.
I feel I have a
Hey,
decent
Sarah,
Pit
buddy.
trap.
Yes, up.
These people, they're not as brave as you. You should go up to that maze carving, touch it,
Which one is
show
that?
your bravery at the very north.
Over here.
The one with the Minotaur?
No, that one is just a maze. These over here have minotaurs on them.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll walk up and I'll touch it.
Well, before you touch it, you can see it. The intricate carving shifts before your eyes, its configuration ever changing. The maze has no exits, and its corridors are lit by tiny torches and clouded by fog.
I want to touch it.
Okay. Well, when you touch it, you are going to disappear.
I touched it. Oh.
As the spell.
I'm
made.
just kind
Oh
of
my
putting
god,
you...
it's Vormash!
No. No, it's not.
Hello, Sarah. I am.
Ignore the
Back from
engine
dead.
limitation behind the carving.
I see.
But you shouldn't have sight, right?
No,
Anymore? Okay.
Okay.
Because you're going to
yeah, man.
appear.
Did he
You
just do that?
He just touched
Well,
the maze. Yeah.
several things happen. You all see him disappear, and at the same time, you hear a grinding coming from the walls as multiple secret doors start opening. And so this is what you see, Sarah. I'm going to post you something.
Welcome to the Maze Master's box.
Hey.
I'm just gonna look to the champion as these things are rising and ask her how good she is in a fight.
I should hopefully be able to hold my own.
Good, because we might be facing minotaurs.
I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, that's many bones.
Many minotaurs.
How
Maybe it's
many
just the
people
bones of
died
Minotaur.
in
No!
here? Oh!
As they all rise up.
Bone minotaurs. Excellent.
That's worse than regular minotaurs.
Truly.
All right,
Also,
so everyone
Is this
give me
of any
initiatives.
significance, or is that
Me
just
too?
a
Oh.
GM layer come to
No,
life?
that's a GM layer. Yes, you as well.
Okay.
There are things you can do.
Ooh, 30.
Well, gee, I
Ew.
wonder
Whoops.
who is going first.
Oh,
I
I'm not
can't
on
select
the
my character,
turn
but I got
I'll
20.
put it. Yeah, I'll put it in for you.
I've fixed my initiative in the turn order as well.
Certainly. Okay.
Kind of selection
And
for some reason.
Oh, you just didn't update yours. Okay, if I'm looking at it correctly, it's going to go Zyga, Serath, the champion, Sharat, Avdol, and I need to roll for these things. There we go. They got a 19.
I don't see Avdol on the turn order.
Yeah, I'm not on there for some
Oh,
reason.
I think I might have deleted the wrong one. Let me add you back in.
There we go.
There
I'll
you
put
go.
it. You got it. Thanks.
Okay, so Zyga, you're up first.
So first thing I want to know is what exactly the hell these things are by using, I'm guessing, religion.
Religion or Arcana? Because religion will give
Okay.
you the skeleton side. Arcana will give you the other side.
Can we all
Okay,
do
so-
Arcana
Yes.
or
You all
Arcana and then religion.
Okay. There's some type of skeleton, obviously, you're not sure of the details, but with that arcana, you easily recognize them as Minotaur skeletons. They're all wielding great axes. What you know is that a Minotaur can charge. If they move at least 10 feet straight forward and hit with a gore attack, you take extra damage and must make a strength save or be pushed 10 feet away and knocked prone.
And they have to be able to make a line, or you can't be like any kind of
straight movement.
Okay.
However, it could technically, it's just 10 feet straight towards it, so if it was, say, here, it could go here and then 10 feet towards you. It's not just 10 feet in a straight line for its whole movement.
That's a bit of a rough one. Do I know, since they are skeletons and we faced some sorts of skeletons before, do they seem to have the same weakness?
With your religions of a 14, you would assume they have the same conditions as a skeleton. And what that would give you is that they're immune to most, actually not immune to most mind things, but exhaustion and poisoned, stunned, but they are vulnerable to bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so I'm going to relay that information.
Also,
I
just
hope...
to confirm, did we made the swap for the flaming longsword, flaming longsword. Yeah, and it's already, and there's been a full rest, so I forget if I need to attune to it or not, but if I need to, it's been a full rest. Okay, so we're good.
Okay. Cool. So I'm going to have to. Shit, I'm trying to figure out a way I could make it so that I don't get into like a charge position. So I'm gonna try to move. I might be able to not be charged by one of them, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm gonna move to about here, and then because it looks like that should be okay, I think. But I'm going to try and Toll the Dead that one.
Certainly. That is a wisdom save, correct?
Yep.
2. It will fail.
And it takes 4 whole damage.
All right. Well, the necrotic energy does seem to do full to it, so there is that. Serath, you are trapped in the maze. What do you wish to do?
Yeah, am I supposed to be doing this through text, or do you want me to just talk?
No, it's fine if you talk. It's not going to be too much.
What are my options for movement?
You can just explore the maze. There's not like a maze you can explore. It's just going to be kind of a check. You could do other things as well, with whether through casting or whatnot.
Oh, I see.
So anything you could relay to me, yeah. To be fair, there's some other stuff you could do as well. The walls don't seem unscalable, and there's no roof.
Is this the part where I just put on my slippers and walk into oblivion by walking up the wall?
You're not sure. I mean, you could.
I'll explore the maze. I have 60 feet of movement.
Sure. All right. So visibility is limited to 20 feet.
Okay.
And let me see. Okay. Gotcha. As you explore, you encounter... Well, that's unfortunate. A large, bull-headed creature with an axe that roars as it sees you. So we're going to have a secondary combat going on.
Oh my god, combat within combat. Got rules on rules.
Who played Shahrazad?
Sorry, my bad.
So what we're gonna do is this is gonna become like Dragon Quest, where we're just gonna on each of your guys' turns. I'm gonna put it after you. You're just gonna kind of hit each other probably, unless you have some type of tactics.
Throw a fireball at it before it can close in.
That's true. It is 20 feet away because you wouldn't see through the mist, but let's space it.
Can I try to throw it past it?
You could. That's absolutely true.
Alright, I'll try to overshoot it by like 10 feet.
Oh, it was at end of turn that you found this, so next cycle you'll be able to do that.
God damn it. Alright, fine.
It is going to go after you, though. So.
Alright, fair enough.
So now the skeletons are going to go.
Oh no. How is that one standing?
Which one?
Precariously.
Oh, yeah, it's on the edge.
You might be able to push it in.
Yeah, if I don't get clubbed to death.
Although I don't know if minotaurs or skeletal
Jump.
minotaurs have very good acid resistance.
Alright, so they've got enough speed, they can get into distance of everyone, especially since they have reach. So they're going to forego charging, and they're just going to start swinging great axes at people.
Oh boy.
So let me calculate where all of these are going. I believe it's going to be 2 on the champion, 3 on Avdol, 3 on Sharat, and 2 on Zyga. That should be 10. Let's go clockwise on the champion first. A 12 and a 17 will both miss. Avdol, 3 on you. 14, 13, and 11.
All will miss.
Sharat, 14, 9, and 15.
All will miss.
And Zyga, 23.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that hits for 17. Shit.
And a crit for 38.
Yeah, I can't really do much about that.
Are you down?
He actually has a lot of HP.
No, I'm not.
Sarath, have you changed your HP for leveling as well? Because I feel like you should have more
38,
than a wizard.
45?
Yeah, 45 total.
Yep.
Wait.
No, 55.
38? No, 55.
55, yeah.
Okay, so I am at 35.
Oh, wow. That's...
Or no.
15.
That's 15.
I wish you were at 35.
Okay, well after that, the champion's going to go, and it doesn't like what it just saw there, so it's going to make its way over and try and defend Zyga, who seems to be dying. And so it's going to start swinging at the one on the right. 20, which will hit. 24, which will hit as well, and a nat 1, which will not. However, it does do 13 plus 17... 30 total damage, and that one seems pretty wounded, but not bloodied just yet. Sharat. How ironic that the one person that could just hold up a holy figurine and destroy this entire room is trapped in a maze.
Is the one trapped in a maze.
It's not ironic, it's just coincidental.
Now irony is like rain on your wedding day. Now, before you all kill me, I'm going to kill a minotaur. So just to make sure, as I understand it, these guys was this one attacking me as well?
Yes. Okay. These 3 to your right, down, and down right.
The corner down here.
Yes.
Oh, all right. I was moving my cursor, expecting you to be able to see that. So I'm going to step over here.
Oh, if you use the measuring tape.
My regular old mouse cursor.
Okay, that we cannot. This isn't Tabletop Simulator.
But I'm going to take a step over here, and I should not provoke.
No, there's nothing. Provoking is weird, but you're fine.
Yeah. So I'm going to attack this bottom one here with this, taking similar instincts to the champion.
Okay, so the one above you then.
Yes. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to roll that immediately, but I did draw and flame on the flame longsword.
So that's your bonus for the turn. That's fine.
All right, let me double check something real fast. Because I need to see if the feint is a bonus. Okay, so in that case, I'm going to swing a 15 hit.
A 15 will hit.
All right, in that case, I'm going to spend a superiority die and for a goading attack. So 1 in addition to the damage, I also roll a d10.
Certainly.
And
I'm
also
confused as to how you're gutting a skeleton, but continue.
Oh no, goading.
Goading, like
I heard gutting.
Taunting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
So there's the regular damage, and then d10. So 2 more, and then if it makes an attack on anyone other than me, it attacks with it goes with disadvantage.
Okay, certainly. All right.
So
more swings.
Yes, more swings. Second swing coming right up.
That will hit as well.
Let me guess. Was my superior die wasted?
What do you mean?
Is it dead?
No. It's the skeleton equivalent of bloodied, which I believe would be
Bony.
cracking, I guess. Whoa, no.
I
Shame
also
on you.
singed it multiple times because fire. All right, that's
Violence and naughty language is fine, but that is not. Avdol, go ahead.
Okay, now I forget. Does Misty Step provoke?
No spells. No spells provoke. If you use a ranged attack, it has disadvantage in melee.
Okay, cool. Just want to double check that. So I'll use Misty Step and that's a bonus, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So for my bonus, Misty Step to over here, and then for my action, I'm gonna go
That's
ahead.
35.
Oh, right.
So you'd end up here.
So
yeah.
5. Actually, question, is this guy actually able to hit me from down there, or?
No, neither of you can hit each other from there. The
Okay,
stairways go
perfect.
up.
Yeah, so then for my action, I'm going to go ahead and cast Wall of Light. And it's going to go from, let's see, be like 60 feet long. So I'll have it go from maybe here to there. So, or no, that would have Sherrod in it. I'll go ahead and have it be 40 feet at that length.
Certainly there.
Mm-hmm. You're probably going to want to mark it. Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Check.
And I should be able to just share the text for it like that.
You can send it so we can see.
There we go. So those 3 are going to have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Certainly. Okay. That one will fail, middle one will succeed, and the right one will fail.
All right, so the ones
they
that
are immune
failed
to blinded. They don't have eyes.
Okay, magically blinded. I don't know.
No, unfortunately.
Okay. I'll still all get damaged. So here comes the 48. 22.
Sure. Seems to do full. One in the middle resists. Take half. They will rear back as the radiant light burns them, and they are obviously going to try and get out of that. But until then, they can't. Zyga, you are up.
So I can't see anything on the other side at the moment, can I?
No, it is blocking line of sight.
Okay. That's
in fact, I'm going to do this.
That is a bit of a problem.
Where did they all go?
Well, you can go through the wall.
No, I know. Because I've got sight blocked on my end because
you can't see anything at all on that side, just like we can't see anything on that side.
Precisely.
Okay.
So now there is only one target for all of those Minotaurs to attack.
All right, let's go, boyos.
Well, it's not their turn yet.
Yeah.
But...
Also, the problem becomes Avdol can't see them, so he can't shoot rays at them with the wall of light.
Nope.
Can you see how tall is the wall?
Yeah, Jim, the wall is 10 feet high, so I could probably see over the wall from here.
Jack, actually, that's kind of important.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to be, 10 feet, so you'll be fine.
Okay. So,
okay, and
is there any way I can
see
see again on the other side?
No.
So these ones that are halfway in the wall, can I see those ones?
You can see a bit of them. I'll give that. You'll be able to see that for targeting. Yes.
Okay, so if that's the case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Steel Wind Strike.
Sure.
And I'm going to target 4 creatures instead of the 5 that up to the 5 that I can. And I make a melee spell attack on each of them. And should I do it so that each of them, because it's 60-10 of force damage, so should I just roll flat that amount for each one that hits, or should it be...
You're rolling individually on each of them.
Okay.
Because
so
you're making an attack on each.
19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Second, which would be the middle one here.
Sure.
Critting. I don't know if that can crit.
I'm assuming it's an attack, so...
Third one on the one up here. Yeah, the one up here. 16 to hit.
A 16 will hit.
And then the last one on this guy. 23.
Yep, those will all hit.
Okay, so for the first one, takes 28.
8, okay.
For this one, how does crits work since I actually haven't really used them?
Doubles the dice, so you get 12d10.
Alright.
Spell crits are nasty business.
74 on that one.
Yeah, it's obliterated.
And then 37 on this one up here.
Okay, I think I did this backwards. Okay, I've got it.
And then on the last one down there, 36.
Okay.
And then I will end my movement here.
Sure.
And it's not blinded, but it probably can still make its reaction. So I'm going to Misty Step as a bonus action up here for now. Would I be able to see this spot here?
Yeah, you can. So you can teleport to there.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Sarath, it is your turn in the maze.
Yep.
Input command.
I'm gonna conjure a spirit guardian.
Okay.
Instruct it to stay 15 feet away from me towards the Minotaur.
Is that the shield?
No, spirit guardian is Here, I'll just link it.
Certainly.
How do I do this with just sharing? I do that. Nope.
Unfortunately, it didn't.
Okay. Basically, it's a spirit that stays around me. It's
Okay, 15-foot
because
radius.
I'm evil. It's a fiend. It has to stay within 15 feet of me. Anything within 20 feet of it has its movement speed halved, and it has to make a wisdom save that starts or ends its turn in the area. A failed wisdom save is 3d6 radiant.
3d8. I'm looking at it now.
Sorry, yeah. Or,
Okay,
yeah,
so
3d8.
it's going to half its speed and 3d8 damage with a save every turn.
Oh, I guess
okay.
because I'm evil, it's necrotic. So
Sure.
That. But yeah,
All right.
Spirit Guardian. That's like, come at me, bro.
All right. Well, it is going to come at you and run forward. It has enough, even if its speed is halved.
Yep.
However, it is going to make that save, which I believe is
DC 16.
16 and also a wisdom.
Yep. I'll just keep the 14, whatever it is. Ooh, it matches.
It'll match, which
So
will
7.
succeed. So 7 total damage. That wounds it. And now it is going to recklessly swing at you with its great axe. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Wow. Okay, well, I'll take 26.
Roll
Wow.
me a
If
concentration
advantage
for
wasn't
the...
enough,
Yep.
He's just showing off at this point.
That's 326s technically.
3.
Yeah.
The one that hit me.
26,
Oh, the
something.
damage too. Wow.
Yeah.
Clever.
17 to
You'll
save.
keep the guardians. The skeletons are gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 attacks on Sharat.
Let's go.
If they can, squeeze in. Oh wait, no, they can. Yeah, they can figure out places to be.
God, they're all everywhere.
So 7 actually.
All right, 7 swings.
Here we go.
Magic number's 19.
Certainly. Hit. Miss. 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 That's 7, 8, 9. One
All
hit for 20 or 13 damage.
Ouch.
They rolled like shit.
They did.
Also, be glad that skeletal minotaurs cannot recklessly swing. Otherwise, I think you would have been obliterated.
Oh, Lord.
I would have been cut to shreds.
All right, the champion's going to go, and she is going to swing at the skeleton on her right, ending it. Swing at the skeleton on her left, ending it.
Wow.
And then she's going to plant her sword and say, I don't have any more targets here because there's a wall of light.
That you can walk through.
Yes, I'm going to walk through not knowing what the situation is on the other side. That's a genius move.
Can I hear?
I
How
can
about
see
coming
how
up to
you
this,
killed your
Hang on, hang on.
friends.
Can I
Actually,
hear that conversation?
Yeah, what I was trying to ask earlier is, can me and Zyka actually see over the wall from up here? Because it is only
Engine
10 feet tall.
limitation, unfortunately.
Well, there isn't anyone else on this side of the wall that has to worry about
There
that.
are
Literally just a
seven
champion.
minotaurs over here.
But yes, I
Like,
understand
like
what
if
you're
Tom
saying.
gets on this side, then yeah, it would make sense. But yeah.
I'm
Oh,
pretty sure.
that's an interesting setup there.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Shirak, go ahead.
I mean,
I'm gonna yell, if I can, to that he might want to be able to get out of there at some point, because I might have something that can help.
We'll tell him this side of the other side of the wall is clear.
Okay, let me double check something here.
Walking through while in the melee range of all of those is an interesting choice. We'll see how it plays out for him.
That's the problem. And does any movement out of their range provokes, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I can't
any
fly out.
movement, yeah. So flying would count. Teleporting would not, although you don't have sight on the other side.
Like,
I mean, I'm not gonna use lack of game knowledge to harm you. You could always disengage, and that would let you run through.
Yeah, that was my thought, which I am totally going to do because so far I've kind of thrown my lot in with you people, so it's gonna be that way to the end. Disengaging, moving 5, 20. Is that a double move or just a move?
It's an action to disengage.
No, I know.
So
in terms of the actual distance I move.
you just get a move.
Okay.
Because your action is to disengage, and then you get your movement and bonus.
5.
Technically, if you
10,
wanted to be
5,
a
10.
cheeky little brat, you could swing and then action surge disengage. But
bucket. Nah. I'm just gonna disengage like normal and move. I believe here.
certainly, Avdol, go ahead.
Okay, so looking up the spell one more time. Believe as an action, I can shoot out a beam, and that'll reduce it by 10 feet. So what I'll do is I'll have a beam shoot out at this one, here, reducing 10 feet from this side of the wall. And so here we go. Just a regular ranged attack. So, I'm rolling a d20.
Wait, were you reducing the upper left or bottom right corner?
Upper left.
Okay.
Yeah, I made sure to mark it. But yeah, 7's not going to hit, is it?
No, it is not.
Yeah, okay. Now I'm going to move over here.
Certainly. Zyga, go ahead.
All right, 20 foot of radius, excellent.
Do I hear a kaboom on the horizon?
So yeah, I'm going to cast a 4th level fireball, targeting this one back here as the the point of origin.
I think it'll still work. It's just I think it's 10 feet up where you are, so you can't like angle it downward, but you can throw it so it explodes in the air and catches them all. Just to like clarify what's going on. Yeah, but they'll all make reflexes, which I hate you for doing this to me. Actually, no, this works. They have +0, so I'm just gonna roll 7d20, and we're gonna go clockwise. 15. So the 4th and last one. So 1, 2, 3. This one here, and the last one is. I probably would have made it this one going like down. To the right.
That makes sense.
So those two will save, but 9d8, please.
For 36 damage.
6, certainly.
And I'm going to actually add 4 to that to boost it using my ability.
Okay.
So, total of 40 damage on these guys.
Half. This one will die, and this one will take. Okay. So they're all very wounded, except for the 2 that saved. Serath. Back to you.
Okie doke. Glorious melee.
Have advantage.
The melee.
Recklessly swinging.
Okay. First Warhammer swing. 23.
Hey, that will absolutely hit.
That does 15. I'm going to roll the d8.
Sure. 2.
+2, and then another attack.
That'll crit.
22 more damage.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Certainly. It's going to go. It's going to make its wisdom save. 9.
3d8. 15 necrotic.
Okay. And it is going to recklessly swing once more. A 24.
That'll hit.
17 damage. Give me one more con save at DC 10. And then skeletons.
And how quickly this turn goes.
I know, it's wonderful.
All right,
Alright.
that's my turn.
Do.
Oh, hi there.
I'm wondering what the other two are going to do, because they can't really see anything besides you guys there. And they're not going to try and pass through the wall of light.
They're just gonna leave. Bye, I guess.
But this one is going to swing over at the unarmored person. So, here's a great axe. Zyga. 16.
Nah.
Okay.
That dex, though.
Alright. The champion's gonna go, and they're gonna wonder, can they make it up there, actually?
Walk
Probably.
over, climb.
No, they can't.
Quick
They could
question.
double
What am I
move,
seeing
but-
over here?
You shouldn't be seeing that.
Ah, there we go. I don't see anything now.
Don't worry about it. But they'll double move up here. Rut, you're up.
Oh, well, that's a problem. I can't attack it. Wait a minute. Yes, I can.
It is now.
Well, for actually, for one thing, I do have Vormash as halberd, I guess technically, unless someone really wants it. But I'll
No.
do the in character thing, which is I'll blow another superiority die, and I'll use a lunging attack.
Okay, I'm assuming that just increases your reach by 5.
It does, and also I add the superiority die to my damage.
Okay. Full hit.
So that's damage and plus D10.
So 13 damage.
Man, that was a solid use of that superiority die.
I don't believe you can do anything else at this
I
point.
mean, I could burn another one to attack again, but that would be folly. So that'll be it.
Okay. Avdol, you're up.
Okay, so the spell's concentration, but I don't have to use.
You
I can
let it
do.
die.
I can do something else for my action, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So instead of trying to make a ranged attack, since this spell is right up in my grill, I'm gonna go ahead and attack him with my packed weapon.
Sure.
Let me just pull up that part of the sheet, and 22
Hit.
for 13.
It seems
That
to
is
be on
bludgeoning.
death's door.
Yeah, and here
it
we go
seems to
again.
be on death's door.
19.
What did you just do?
Oh, I was pointing on the bludgeoning and accidentally clicked it.
Oh,
If these things have vulnerability or not.
It did. It took extra from that, but
Okay.
that
19 hit?
19 will crush it. As
Cool.
any amount of
13 more.
damage you do. Just
all right.
back to Zyga.
So I'm able to see them in their little holes, right? Like
Technically,
the
let
one
me-
down here.
The one down there you should be able to. Let me draw the walls, because those actually do exist.
Okay, so I
I
can
think I might
kind of
have clipped
see
them.
the one over here and the one over here. So I'm gonna go for. I believe this was one of the ones that saved, so I'm gonna go for the one that didn't save. I don't think.
Okay.
With a Toll the Dead.
All right. Wisdom save.
Nice.
Nat 20. So it will
Oh,
succeed.
that's my turn.
Back to you, Serath.
All right, let's go for another rousing round of warhammering with advantage. 25.
You will hit.
14 damage. Priest of Zeal.
Okay,
It's
the
extra.
Priest of Zeal will bring it down as you zealously hit him.
Woo!
Now you can keep exploring if you want.
I take his axe.
You have a large axe now.
It's mine now. All right, I'll keep exploring.
Okay. Okay, you do not find anything this turn.
Okay.
Also, at this point, as you look up into the sky, you see a distorted giant Avdol and Lucanu in the sky.
Who's Lucanu?
Champion.
Ah, okay.
They're gonna go, and another one's just gonna come up the stairs. And
We're
the
just
others
going
are
one by one, huh?
Gonna kind of start filing up.
The Minotaurs come marching in. Dun-dun, dun-dun.
It is going to go for Avdol.
Oh, that's weird. The champion's suddenly not over here.
Huh.
I see him.
Ishi.
There we go. They're back.
18 to hit you, Avdol.
18 misses.
Okay.
Yeah, now that I have I believe the ring was a ring of protection, yeah. So that put me up to 19.
Okay. Great swords. Hits for 21, which doesn't drop that skeleton just yet. The 22, however, will. And it'll walk up and swing one more time. Getting a 21 on this one. Like some type of blender.
This was a good decision.
It was a great decision.
Rut, you're up.
Hey, guess what? Now I can actually hit things. Astounding. Oh,
I'll miss.
No.
You had to say something.
No,
And that will
I
miss.
will not. Okay.
I'm
Never
glad to
mind.
see that has survived with all of your characters. Avdol, go ahead.
Okay, so what?
Also, I'm an idiot. I realized I could have just used my bow this whole time. But you know, live and
I'll
learn.
go ahead and fire some Eldritch Blasts at this guy, since
Certainly,
I have a
you
better
have
chance of
two.
hitting with those than I do the wall. All right, Eldritch Blast number 1 for 10.
No, that will miss.
16.
A 16 will hit. You're not as bad
Or
as
7.
You're not as bad as Sharat, but that will drop it as it crumbles after the ball of force hits it.
Nice.
You're back up to Zyga.
All right, considering I don't have very many spells left, I'm gonna go consider my spell book. So I'm gonna step 5 feet back and miss with my spell book.
I see you seem to be copying a certain person. Also, how do you have plus 10?
Proficiency, agility.
Oh, right, your dex is... That's
23.
correct.
Yep.
I had forgotten. All right, Sarah, back to you. Are you exploring? You can
Yeah,
you can
let's
still use your action if you want to do anything.
Spellcasting is really kind of cleric-y.
Okay. Ooh, all right.
Actually, I will heal myself before I continue.
Okay, sure.
That's probably just in case we.
That's
find
really
more.
what I was
Yeah.
getting at.
I'm gonna cast this at 2nd level. So 18 health.
18. Should it be 17?
17. Sorry.
Trying to cheat me out of one more HP.
That's my HP.
You
I'll kill
see
you.
at your feet a red key made out of crystal.
I'll pick up the red key.
Okay. Boop.
Ah, skeletons.
Skeletons are gonna go, and he sees you there.
Gubazon, why didn't you tell me there was a better fight here?
Welcome back, Sarah.
Hey, I got you to fight a Minotaur. I'm happy. It was glorious.
It was
Also,
glorious.
he messed you up.
I healed a little bit of it.
You got hit
Yeah, he got
once,
messed
and
up
you
here.
almost died.
Wait, why is your light crossbow named Spellbook?
Because he's copying
Because I need to
Simber.
consult my spell book.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, 2 on Sarath, 17 and 9,
Nope.
and then Sharat, 15.
No.
Alright, champion's turn. Swings. That one will hit for 20,
Wow.
and then 19, that would bring it down, and it's going to start making she is going to start making her way down the stairs. Sharat, you're up.
Alright. I think I'll follow suit. That'll be... Actually, how high is this off the ground?
I think it was like 15, 10 feet. You're not going to be able to swing at them because of the banister, but
No, I'm
if you want to
asking
drop
can
down,
I-
it would
yeah, I
be
was
a
gonna say,
d6 of falling.
Alright, would I be able to do an acrobatics to avoid that, perhaps?
No, there's nothing
Okay.
that reduces falling damage besides
Yeah,
slow fall.
I'll go like this and then drop down.
Sure. So you take 1 damage and you are
Ow.
prone.
All right, so that was
25 feet.
okay. But how much did I move?
25 feet. That's for
Okay.
your movement.
Okay, so dropping down consume
Gravity
Is
counts as part of
consumed.
your move. Yes.
That's kind of goofy. I guess I'm just on the ground now.
Yes.
Actually,
And
no.
you can swing from down there if you
I
want, or you can
can.
convert into a move to stand up.
Okay, so I would. Okay, I got it. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll convert my action to a move, then action surge and attack.
Sure. We will hit.
And I'm gonna blow another superiority to make this a goading. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna take this as normal. So that's
17.
and then again.
Crit. For a total of 25. This one's wounded, but it does not drop just yet. It's very close, though. Avdol, go ahead.
I'll fire an Eldritch Blast at this one.
Go ahead.
13.
It will hit.
That's
For
the magic
6?
number.
That will drop it.
Cool. And then I'll send another one at the remaining one.
Oh, right, I forgot about that.
18.
Yep.
For 6.
Seem to like the number 6.
Yeah, apparently.
Are you sure you're not worshipping Satan instead of the Watcher?
There's only
We'll need to check next round if he gets another one. So I'm going to move to here, and I'm going to Toll the Dead on this one.
Okay. Will fail.
For 12 damage.
I see. Zerath, you are up.
Just this one left, huh? That I can see.
Yep, that is the last.
Okay. Is my familiar still with me when I teleported?
Yes, it's still on you. That's
Okay,
true.
so I
It should
guess
make
it's next turn. It'll do it.
because
Yeah.
it wasn't in the.
Yeah. So no advantage. Warhammering. 18 to hit.
That will absolutely hit.
10 damage, and then the D8.
Extra because it's a skeleton man.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's also 5. That's also 5 bludgeoning, by the way.
Okay.
I will use Priest of Zeal or not Priest of Zeal, but Divine Strike for one more time.
Okay.
19 to
It will
hit. 10 extra.
That will drop it as you
Yay.
crush its legs out
Brings
from
it
under
down
it.
to 1.
Are you going to drop the wall?
Yes.
Okay. So, you have successfully fought off the Minotaur skeletons.
So we've got an invisible key.
I have a red key.
Oh, you have a red key. Okay.
I'm going to observe the sarcophagus. At any point does it turn red?
It does.
Is it predictably turning red?
Yes. Like, it goes through an order.
I'm going to, before you do that, ask or request some healing as I am very badly hurt right now.
Sure.
It is shifting through a repeating cycle every 6 seconds. Blue, gold, purple, green, red, black.
Does the sarcophagus have a single keyhole or 2 keyholes?
It has a single keyhole.
Okay, so
Tiny keyhole carved into the lid.
So there's 2 things I'm thinking here.
23 for you, Zyga.
Thank you very much.
My guess is that the way this room works is you open the chest, see that it's empty because the key is invisible. You see it's empty, and so when everything gets destroyed, you go by the advice of the key is in the maze. So I feel like the red key may be a red herring.
Ha!
Counterpoint. I wait till the sarcophagus turns red and I put in the key.
Okay.
The lid disappears.
Yeah, that was the other thing that it could be.
Okay.
Okay, so a few things happens. Inside, it is filled to the brim with salt.
Yay.
Salt.
And
whoa, hold on. This
having
is really
opened
anachronistic. What's Overwatch doing in a fantasy setting?
Are you implying that Overwatch is the only game that generates salt? Because I
No,
will kill
I just
you
pulled
right
one
now.
for example.
Anyways, you
It's
hear
only
a
gives
voice
games the most
saying,
salt.
Oh, as if.
You have opened the chest, you receive my blessing. And Serath, I'm going to link this to you because I don't know if you want everyone to know what this does.
Oh.
So, that.
Guess I better start working on my deception rolls.
That would be a very hard deception roll.
What'd you get? What'd you get? What'd you get?
Up to you if you want to share what it does, but...
I mean, there's no downside.
Yeah.
Damn, that Minotaur that I killed is still in the maze, isn't it?
It is.
I would have pulled it out and go observe. Although, is a Minotaur a humanoid?
It is. I believe so.
Damn. Is there any meat left?
Oh,
off
it's
those
monstrosity.
skeletons?
I'm sorry.
Damn. Okay.
I'm gonna ask my spirit if it still wants me to try put wait, well, it's gold.
It is not shining anymore.
Okay.
I'm
However,
going to inform my
It
party.
will tell you though. There might be something in the salt. Just stick your hand in there and start reaching around.
I will tell
Alright.
the party if any of them happens to have any meat they may not want because it's humanoid. I'd probably take some.
Because
So
Oh,
I have the sudden urge to go rifling through this. So I stick my hand in, I guess.
Sure. All right.
As I'm doing this, can I also detect magic on it?
That's a 10-minute cast. You don't really have the time to, unless you're casting it as a spell. But...
In this world,
I
is there
mean,
such a thing as
if
a
I'm being
salt elemental?
if I'm being compelled to also stick my hand in it, I'm also feeling that I might have some kind of thing. I might, give me 1 second. Let me think. Would my logic or would my
I think it would kind of pressure you to, what are you doing? Why are you waiting? Go stick your hand in, and you would be punished eventually if you stood there for 10 minutes. And it would start. It would at least prevent you from concentrating on casting the ritual by being that annoying voice in your head.
If that's the case, then I'll detect magic, because I don't want to just touch something and turn to dust.
Okay, like as the spell then?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. There is magic inside. How does this work?
I'm going to tell it. We've dealt with sarcophagi before. What if it's another spirit?
Would that make it a sarcophagi?
Okay. There is magic inside. One thing that detects is magic.
Okay, I'm gonna take my quartz staff and sift through it then. After I've stated I'm gonna try to keep away from the magical item and sift through it, so I do it to the letter, but also am not possibly getting controlled by another thing.
Sure. Your staff almost immediately catches on something that's kind of dragging along. It feels like some kind of cloth, and you bump into some other things that jangle.
Okay. So I'm going to pull the cloth out and lay it on the floor right here.
All right. It is a robe that is constantly shimmering and shifting colors. You can pretty easily tell it's magical. Doesn't seem to have a school attached to it. But
I'll also inform Chariot that we may not have told him that there's a possibility that items can have spirits. How well is he versed in Choltian mythology?
I'm assuming you tell him about the spirits at
that's-
some point.
Yeah.
he needs to know about it.
And that was the only thing that was magical?
Yes, that is the only thing.
Okay, I'll inform him that there's a chance that this thing might have some kind of spirit in it, since it is another sarcophagus that we've encountered. Every time we've encountered a sarcophagus, we've encountered some sort of spirit attached to it, or to an item in it.
You'll hear voices in your head. If it was buried in salt, think about what would salt be effective against?
Probably a snail.
Which, ergo, which one of it is it?
The
one that no one cares about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, precisely.
I thought the snail was everybody's friend.
No, we just don't care about them enough to have an opinion. She doesn't do anything.
She doesn't even go to this school.
Well, would you like to possibly be in case you have a spirit inside you?
Shells are very defensive.
I put on the robe.
You know, you're gonna get along just fine. As you put on the robe, you know it's magical, first off.
Yeah.
And you see slime pours from the folds of the scintillating robe to take the form of multiple flail-like pseudopods. A female voice echoes through the chamber. I can help you. At least, I think that's what I'm supposed to do. And you let Unk inside of you. You are now incapable of making decisions. And your constitution becomes 23.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
Okay. 1 sec while I adjust that.
I
All
mean,
right,
for
Sarat,
not caring
what
about
do you want to
things,
do now?
Oops, that was the wrong stat. 1 second.
Losing apathy or the ability to make decisions might be unfortunate, but I mean, having that much HP makes up for it.
Okay, so hang on a minute. I gotta do some calculations now.
Well, if you put in your con score, it should automatically change some of the stuff, at least. I think
Yeah,
it would
it
also
changed
change.
It changed my save. My con save, for what it's worth, is now 10. But it didn't actually adjust my HP.
Okay.
I think that's because. So, what did you go from to? So, like.
I went from I went from a +2 to a +6.
So that means you gain 4 HP per level. You have 9 levels. You gain 54 HP.
Holy shit,
So
dude.
I go from 84 plus 54. That's 130.
How do you have 84?
Because I had a plus. Did I say +2?
Yeah, I actually have 84 right now. I have a
I have
constitution
70.
So first
score of
level is
19.
first
I
level
have
was 12.
67.
So first level was 12 because you had a +2 in con. Then you get 8 per level after that. You should have 8 levels at 8 is 64 HP plus 12 is 76.
76. Okay.
So 76 plus however much you have.
Okay.
The 50.
54.
54. So 140
30.
even? No, 130. Yeah.
You know, I like this decision.
Ah! Okay.
I'm changing it for you.
We could both. We're fighting over the character sheet.
There. You're changed. Okay. All right. Anything else you want to do?
I'm now knowing that there's
This person's going to start looking at the bone piles. Doesn't seem to be anything too interesting.
noticing that there's no more magic in it. I'm going to sift in to see what may be the rest in. I'll also recommend other people go help our pretty much the person who seems to be very good at murdering things at the moment. Look into these kinds of secret areas.
Do I detect magic in any of the skull pockets?
I mindlessly just go looking at bones and things. I follow Abdal, I guess.
Do you want me to roll perception or just if we're taking time?
Well, right off the bat, you see something
do
different,
see the hallway.
right? That's just there. It's not hidden or anything.
Right.
Like, I
yeah.
see. Well,
this seems like a good way to go. I was gonna look in the other rooms to see if there was anything on the bodies, but
no, doesn't seem to be anything.
okay.
Is there anything else in the sarcophagus?
Yes, there are 10 opalescent bracelets. You can tell they're worth 75 gold pieces each.
So 700 gold. Mm-hmm.
So we can get sell them.
Okay.
Assuming you make it out of here.
Yeah, that's a big assumption at the moment. I mean, theoretically, what we could do is try to leave, but I'm curious, what will happen if we leave? Like, that's a long way to go. Not only that, it's possible to, unless we have some sort of mass transportation after, or that can take us back fast, we have to go through the jungle again.
Let's cross that bridge when we reach it. For now, Sharat, how about you stand in front and we all start going down this hallway?
Sure. Wait, which hallway? Oh, wait, this one here.
This one
Are you
here.
sure you should go down the hallway?
I don't know. I'm not really good at making decisions.
I mean, would you rather lead the way, champion? You seem to be a competent warrior.
Do you want the NPC to go?
Hey, I know that Sherrod suddenly looks far more sturdier than usual.
Sturdier or more sturdy. Don't combine the two.
You're not gonna be that
I
guy.
didn't say more sturdier. I said sturdier than usual. Oh,
I heard more
you
sturdier.
know, yeah, okay, yeah, no,
Okay.
you're right.
All right.
I've replayed it in my head.
So, do you want me to go or not?
Go down to the hallway and check what we can find. What you can find.
Are you
though
telling him to go by himself?
Okay.
I'm curious how this will work.
I'm
I'll
going down
follow
the
with
hallway.
him.
All right. What do I see? You've gone quiet. I don't like when that happens.
Oh, I'm just discussing some things. This room contains a wooden cabinet with a numbered dial at its top set with 2 ornate metal spokes. Beneath the dial, a pendulum swings inside an open compartment. An egg-shaped stone adorns the pendulum's tip.
So there's a stone on a pendulum and it's swinging over a. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that last bit.
An egg-shaped stone. You feel compelled and forced to just walk to right here and just stare at it. As the spirit inside of you is just kind of marveling at it and kind of entranced.
Whoa.
It wasn't it. It was the spirit.
No, I just saw a second me, and
Yeah,
that was weird.
I saw that too. After Sherrod sort of goes quiet, I'll poke around the corner. What are you looking at?
It's swinging.
Do I see the pendulum, or is Sherrod in the way?
You see it. You can see past him. It is currently 11:58 on the clock.
Okay. There's a clock over here. I'll relay that to the others. I'm trying to look at
9 HP for you, Seraph, or Zyga.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
None of the fourth warning seems to really mention a.
Which one did everyone have? Just so I know. I think everyone's possessed at this point. We've got Unk.
Yeah, I've got Nang Nang at the moment.
Nang Nang. Zyga's had Engine, right? Right. Okay.
I'm also holding on to the staff that has the monkey.
Right.
It's the mace that has the monkey.
Oh yeah, staff
had the snake.
Yeah, I still have the snake staff.
Okay.
There's a clock. I'm sorry, you don't recognize its mechanical nature. It is a face with 2 arms and a pendulum swinging back and forth and clicking at regular intervals.
Whatever this device is, does it detect as magic?
It does.
What kind?
It detects as transmutation.
Does it seem to, like, if we stay a minute or two, does the clock seem to move?
It does. If you stay a minute, it goes to 11:59. You gonna stay for longer, or?
I'm gonna move out. I don't like the idea of this. Seems 2 minutes to midnight to me.
Yeah, this is strange. And I'll grab Sherrod and I'll tell him, come along now.
Well, am I still compelled?
No, it'll be like, oh, fine, I guess.
Right, and I walk out. And I walk out.
Oh yeah. Well, did you ever mention what you found there, Seraph?
Yeah, you were talking about meat quite a bit.
He showed his key off.
Yeah, I got the red key.
Yeah, he had the red key, and then he asked us if we had any meat on us.
I mean, I have jerky and things like that.
I mean, I'm just saying, if you guys see any,
fleshy
red
bits,
flesh that you don't want, I'll eat it.
You'll eat it.
Well, unfortunately, the closest pile of meat we had got turned to dust, so...
That's cool. I'm not
He's not picky.
What you're looking at. Yeah, I'm not possessed again.
Okay.
Good old Kubazan wouldn't let me.
Gotcha. Alright, well, shall we be off then?
Anyways, during your discussions, and as you're figuring your way past this, another minute will go by, and you'll hear it chime 12 times. As you all hear it, however, as it echoes through the open door, Give me Constitution saves.
Oh, yes, sir.
I'm gonna give myself a +4.
Okay.
So
this
I
clock
got a
seems pretty dangerous,
17.
huh? Is the champion an ally?
What? Run.
Lucky Stone.
Oh, right.
Actually, no. I don't. I all have to know. I won't make save and face until I know I failed. So I'll keep the 19 for now.
You didn't fail. However, two people did. Technically, let me roll this. Okay, yeah, they're absolutely fine. However,
Wait a
Sharat
second.
and
I need to read how Indomitable works. I need to know. I forget if I need to. That doesn't. I forget if I re-roll it if I fail or I just before I know whether I fail or not. The fighter ability.
I didn't see that on there.
That's because I think that's like one of the few things I forgot to list, but it's a ninth level fighter ability. You can reroll a saving throw that you fail.
Okay, I see it there.
All right, so
you must use the new roll. All right, so you know you would have failed.
So yes, but so that means I get to reroll. 18.
18. Okay. So Zyga is the only one who fails. And how old are you, Zyga?
Oh no.
Let me double check the age of them because I don't know if they. I think they can be like not hundreds of years. So they can age up to. Up to 120. So I'd say it'd be like I'm a
You're
younger
a wizard,
one, say
so
like 50
yeah.
to 60.
So you age 10 years immediately.
Interesting.
That's all you have to say.
I mean, for elves, that's not really a big deal.
You look
How hard
like
it is
a
to find
decade
10
of your
birthday
life just
cakes
went
in a
by.
place like this. Okay, but is the clock on midnight now?
Yes. Or noon. You're not sure if it's day or night outside.
And has it gone through all 12 chimes?
Yes. It wasn't each chime has a save.
I'm
that
curious.
Would be a bit.
What can I make a like arcana on what just happened?
Certainly.
I have
Nope.
no
I'll do
clue.
the same. 16?
Nope, you can't recognize any effects or spells that have done that, so it was most likely some type of magical trap.
This is the clock, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna go up and investigate it.
Certainly. It is at 12:01 about at this point, because some time has passed. But
11?
within 11, you can easily tell, even just reaching out, your hand is stopped from reaching the pendulum, even though it looks open.
Oh, some sort of magical resistance?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, magic isn't exactly my specialty. So I will back away. Is there a door here?
There is not.
Oh dear God. How loud were those chimes?
Fairly loud. You can hear it pretty clearly now that the secret door is open.
You may have to destroy this clock.
You said that you couldn't touch the pendulum.
No, something blocked him.
What's this clock seemingly made out of?
It is made out of bronze, and it's a wooden cabinet.
I'm curious.
There was transmutation magic on it.
I'm gonna, before we smash it, I'm going to want to inspect it. I mean, I've already been affected by it, so I might as well see if I can figure out how it works. So I'm gonna try to do the same and like try to touch the pendulum.
Certainly, something stops your hand on the way.
Interesting. Can I like move my hand around it just to like inspect the entire
the whole thing? It feels like where there would be a door, your hand is completely blocked, and you can feel something there. It's not like force where it just kind of stops you. There is a material there. You just can't see
Interesting.
it. And if you run your hand over the whole thing, in a corner off to the side, you can feel a small indentation where you think a tiny key might fit. so you can feel
Perhaps
a
an
keyhole.
invisible key.
So I'm gonna pull the invisible key and.
Where is it in your bags? Roll an investigation.
Oh no, I have
Oh,
a
no.
key ring for this kind of shit. I got my house key. I got my magnificent mansion key
Not to be
for when I get it.
not to be a downer, but if it's
Or
an
for when
invisible
you
key,
have
how did
one.
you thread it through an eye? Does this key even have an eye?
That's a good question. Let's not worry about it.
And this
Alright,
is where
you
I
can
put
put
my
it
key
in
to make you shut
and-
up.
It will fit in. So, do you open it? I'm not going to
Yeah,
say
I'll
you
try
have
it.
to say you turn it.
I'll try opening it with the.
It will unlock it, and you will hear a door swing open.
All right. So I'm going to try to just ever so slightly stop the clock.
You can't do that, and also this opened to the pendulum, not the hands.
Okay.
However, there was that strange egg-shaped stone on the pendulum's tip.
I'll try to see if I can remove that or something.
You can do so.
Okay.
It has a pretty big heft to it. You can tell it's not magical or it doesn't have any innate magic. But if everyone wants to roll a history as he shows it off.
Yeah,
26.
why not?
Okay.
Okay, never mind. Not even gonna
Well,
bother.
you immediately recognize it for what it is and regale everyone with the tales of it. You are holding the navel of the moon. It was an ancient stone said to be carved from a chunk of the moon that fell to this plane ages ago. And it was given as a gift by the ruling Silpasha of Kalimport to his sailor daughter. It's said that anyone who holds the stone can always find the way home to his or her loved ones. And you know, this is one of those priceless relics of the ages that could fetch a very pretty penny if you sell it to the right person.
Amazing. So,
I'm
but
sorry,
that didn't
a very
stop,
pretty copper piece.
That didn't though stop the pendulum from swinging or anything.
The
or
clock
any kind
has
of,
stopped.
Oh, excellent. Well, if that's the case, I believe that we are done here at the moment. However,
is the
Also,
clock still detecting his magic?
It is not. Sharat, the voice in your head is sad that the machinery has stopped. And it's just kind of
The
like,
drudgery.
oh.
There, snail friend. It will be okay. You will find a new pendulum to watch.
I'll come back out here. While I've lost about 10 years of my life,
You're an elf. What is that? Is that like?
He's not
Not
an
an elf.
I'm not.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not an elf. I'm a Genocide.
Oh,
Now that's racist.
You're a genie man.
Yep. Though I'm curious how I could reverse that aging. I don't have any clue at the moment, so I'll have to, if I somehow survive this, figure that
You got
out.
to table that one.
Yeah.
Anyways. Anything else you want to do in here, or are you going to leave?
I think it's time we
yeah.
leave this area since I don't think there's anything else at the moment unless we found some other secret door.
No.
Nothing else stands out. Also, can you really call that a secret door when it's just a hallway at the back of a...
No, but
know,
I can totally
Minotaur
call
room?
There
these
was a-
ones.
Yeah, there was a big red S, which is about as secret as you can get.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
Anyways.
Is this actually a good point to call it? Because it's like 7 to 10. One of us hasn't actually slept yet.
That's fine if you want to call it for here. Or
Then
you
we
can try and
longest?
figure out, well,
No, I
he
meant-
means
oh.
in like
Call
actual
session.
play.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You can try and figure out one more thing, or you can call it now. Up to you.
One thing I would think is maybe the person, the painting of a person holding out a hand. If you hand it the moon rock, they'll send it home. I don't know. Maybe it's a person trapped. But that's
You know, I'd
like
usually say that that's crazy talk and you're an idiot for suggesting it, but this place has been very interesting.
Yeah,
so
that's
far.
the thing.
Yeah.
But other than that, I can't really think of too much right now because I know the snakes we talked a bit, but didn't seem to really go anywhere with it. And then the only other way is there was actually a tunnel behind the gargoyles, right?
There was.
I mean, we could go down that way, down here, figure out where that leads to if we want.
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
incapable of making a
you're unable
decision.
to make decisions, so you get off easy.
He's
on
gonna
this
go
one.
with the flow.
Yeah.
And
That's probably the best option at the moment. I do want to get more information about this area before we decide on any other ones. Since we can't seem to figure out the snake one or the painting, no one is at the current moment willing to test if holding our hand to it will cause anything. Did we ever check?
Wait, I've got it. Sharad, how about you go ahead and put your hand on that pin? Do it.
I don't really feel
I'm
like it.
sorry.
He seems kind of convincing.
Go and put your hand there.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen, really? Like,
Yeah, you make a pretty solid argument.
You can always just run away while they're standing slack-jawed.
Wait, why would they be standing slack-jawed?
Because there's probably something that'll happen. That's
Oh,
how these
okay.
things go.
All right, so where do I put my hand again?
You
I'm gonna
you live for as
whisper
long
to-
as I have, and you've seen everything, really.
I'm gonna whisper to Sarah. Do you think that we're being a bit too harsh on this new guy?
Nope.
All right, so
He
I
has
actually-
spoken.
Yep.
Kupazan says no.
Come on.
Am I going
He
to
looks
D or
mighty
what?
tasty though.
You're
Also,
going down to the
oh.
hallway with the mirror, but going to
Okay.
the other end of the hallway.
Okay. So just put my hand there.
I'm gonna be over here.
Yeah, I'm
Right, so you're gonna
back
hold your
just a
hand
bit.
up. Which hand?
What hand does the gargoyle have out?
Not a gargoyle. It's
Sorry.
the image of a gaunt male humanoid wearing a hooded cloak, its face a mask of stars, its withered left hand is raised with palm extended. So it's holding its hand out, upward.
Upward. Okay. I raise my right hand.
Nothing happens.
I raise
Do your
my
other hand.
raise my left hand.
Hi, because my right hand.
The way he's doing it.
Okay, when you do that, the slab sinks into the floor, revealing a dusty passageway beyond. Relief carvings on the wall depict crowds of humanoids fleeing a black star in the sky, with rays of light extending from it to turn those they strike to dust.
Oh my.
I don't like the look of that, and for some reason my soul, like, it feels like a past life of mine is shouting in anger, orcish anger. Get it? Because Vormash turned to dust. Anyway.
So did Yeldrin. You don't hear me yelling.
Yeah,
'Cause
but
I'm
not
dead.
So did Halstead. You don't hear me complaining.
Wow, everyone has been turned to dust, huh?
Dust
Dust,
is
you
apparently
say.
the flavor of this dungeon.
All right.
Yes.
The dust, you say.
All right. Now which way do I go?
We'll stay there for a moment. Do we want to just walk down whatever he's opened, I guess?
You're all cowards sending your friend in there and not following behind him.
Wait, hold
Hey,
on.
I didn't
And
say I wasn't going to. I'm just saying,
Injin
do we
also
want to
says the
investigate
same
this now?
thing.
And yeah,
However,
let's
Kubazan is
proceed.
like, you go in last.
Okay. That's weird that Kubazan, who makes me feel
Brave.
dominable, brave, said going last.
I thought
Well,
wasn't he the, like,
No, the
not
coward was the
cowardly
one that
one,
I
no,
had
he's the one that's out for
originally.
himself.
That was what's his name? Here, I'll pull it up. It was
That was a
Kubazan
monkey.
just told me to be
Obalaka.
brave.
Obalaka was the coward.
Oh, no, you're right. Yeah, you should have been the first one in.
Oh.
But you
Alright.
can go in now to make up for it.
Yeah, I'll go in now.
You got a safe face.
All right. Now which way do I go?
Serath, lead the way for these fools.
Okay.
Oh, this is perfect.
Which is the way?
Pick one,
this
north
way.
or south.
We're going this way.
We're going this
south,
way.
in case
I like
you were
it.
wondering, because he just kind of moved himself fully. Okay, you see something off in the distance, and you can kind of see it there. In the central open space, a gold crown topped with a glittering black opal rests on a marble statue.
Oh dear God! Wait, didn't the princess of Chult say she wanted a crown?
I believe so.
We don't know that shit.
That's
The only one
true.
who knows
Abdul.
that is,
No.
Abdul said the magic words. We
That's
filled
true.
them in.
Oh.
That's true as well.
Yes.
Kubazan, crown. Should I go get it?
Of course. You be brave. What's
I
the
am
worst that
brave.
could happen?
We're about to find out.
Are you gonna grab it?
Wait, hold on. As I grab it, are we gonna do the to be continued thing?
Yes, as one thing happens though.
Oh yeah.
Behind you, Zyga, before you can react, the doors
Crap.
slam shut, sealing you in. And on the other side of the door,
Wait, sealing him in specifically? Oh,
all
Zyga.
of you. The slabs, bleh. Painted on the inside of the slab is a male humanoid wearing a hooded cloak, once again with stars where his face should be. The figure holds up his right arm, which is severed neatly at the elbow.
Ah, great. So you were wondering why we didn't want to go in here? This is probably why. And I'll point the champion to the severed hand.
And you hear a whisper echoing through as you grab the crown. What languages does everyone speak?
Chilton,
Yeah, I have Cholton.
Primordial, and Common and Elven.
Common,
Orcish and Common.
Dwarvish, Elvish, Orcish.
Is there is there like Middle Cholton?
No.
Middle Chult. Is this Chaucer?
Under Cholton.
Old Cholton.
But yeah, like it's like I figure give it like my languages were updated for Vormash because I just had Common and Orcish, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you can have like
Cholton.
Cholton.
Yeah, I have an int of
That's
one.
fine.
I get one bonus.
And then Sarath,
language.
what did you have?
I have Common, Orc, and Goblin.
Okay, well, in a language you all can't understand, you hear words being whispering, and you hear something kind of slopping out and thumping on the floor. And this is when we will pause for the day. Perfect
Does the
timing,
champion know?
10:01. No, the champion does not.
Do 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 do.
To be fair, the champion is speaking in Omuan, which I hope one of you understands.
I do.
Okay, thank God I didn't kind of think that through. Because Common wasn't around, I'm pretty sure, back then. But we will pause for tonight and end, and we will continue this Wednesday, hopefully. Who knows with us. But
Yeah, true.
until then, have a good night, everyone, and see you then.
Night,
Good night,
Dream.
everyone.